Hello guys, welcome to the Black Spin Global Podcast. I am Lucy.
I'm Eugene.
And we are back.
Just like that.
Just like that. Break over.
Oh, wow.
How you doing?
I'm Lucy tired, but I'm glad to be back.
I'm not like, I was tired, but on my way I was like, raw, like we're
I'm
back
excited.
to yapping. I was actually excited.
Yeah.
Like, did you miss me? I know you did.
I did.
I know you did, of course.
I did. And to be fair, you've been busy. So where were you this weekend?
Oh, don't worry about that.
No. As in the Lululemon.
Oh,
Black
yes.
Tennis Mentors.
Yes. So I was at a massive shout out to Black Tennis Mentor, who had a collaboration event with Lululemon. It's this thing called Club 600.
Yeah.
And we're talking about like how it's important to move for like 600 seconds and stuff. And basically the event, there was like, they rented out like a big court around Battersea. And there was like, oh, I just remembered I have to do some edits for this. I filmed some content. But yeah, so there was like 4 different courts. And in each court, each of like the coaches were doing different type of like exercises and stuff. Like obviously like with tennis and everything.
Like circuits.
Every single time I go to a Black Tennis Mentor event, I'm like, man, I need to pick up a racket. I need to play. That's how much fun it is. But most importantly, it's the fact that the courts was full of just Black people having fun. Like we were having fun. Yeah. Like it wasn't like we were having fun. We were learning. Like everyone was getting like a lot of people came alone. I went alone and stuff. Like my bad. I forgot. I forgot to text Eugene and stuff, but whatever. But I went, representing. But it was nice. Like I met a lot of people and everything, and everyone was just vibing. Like you would think that we all knew each other. Like it was really, really, really dope. And it's very nice to see a lot of these brands collaborating with like Black
huge,
platforms.
it's
I think they
huge.
also did it with Chic and Serve as well.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know. I thought it was only Black Tennis Mentors. So the fact that they picked both of them. They probably picked other platforms as well. It was a very fun event. So the Black UK people, if you want to play tennis, especially in London, follow Black Tennis Mentors. They do a lot of sessions and stuff. I think after US Open, I'm going to take some tennis lessons. I think so. I think it's time.
Finally. No, well said.
But yeah.
Well said.
But other than that, I was outside.
And yeah, a lot has happened kind of since Wimbledon.
A lot has happened, actually.
We're on to the hard court swing now. Like
we
US hard court swing.
Mm-hmm.
As we record today, it's the start of the Canadian Masters. So Montreal
and
for the women, Toronto for the men.
Yeah. And speaking of that, I feel like this is a good segue to like the tennis news. Because one of the number one thing is that so for the women, there's a lot of top players. I think Aryna Sabalenka is the only top player who's not playing in Canada.
Okay.
She pulled out because of fatigue and stuff, which I'm not going to lie, she deserves it. She has been grinding hard since the very first tournament till now. But for the men's, no one's about. And then that's when it started a discussion of the whole, 1,000 events being full 2 weeks, I think is really taking a toll on these players. And obviously it was done for money.
Of course. Yeah.
It was done for money, but look what's happening now. Now I'm out here wondering, is this going to change? Are they reevaluating certain things?
I like the fact that players have like basically, not playing. And you can put it down to, I think officially they've said, they're injured, but really and truly, we all know it's fatigue.
It's fatigue.
Like the season is so long, and like there's no time or space. From clay to grass, even that's even a short stint.
That was already a sign there because there were so many, like all the players who made it to the second week of Roland Garros. A lot of them pulled out HSBC championships. A lot of them didn't play a lot. I remember saying that I feel like Coco wouldn't have played in Berlin if it wasn't for the Miu Miu collection deal because, that was just an agreement that she had to play.
She kind of alluded to that as well, saying, she might do things differently like
next year. But obviously she couldn't really say that, but we all know what it is. So, yeah, I don't know. It's weird because I don't see them changing it. I don't think they're going to change it back to 1 week.
We'll see. But I think it's good how players are taking a stand, basically.
Yeah,
and
true.
It's not that they're protesting, but by not playing, that's a form of like action. So, hopefully that is a kind of sign.
Because at the end of the day, people, especially people that go to tournaments, a lot of them tend to be casual fans and stuff. They're going to go for the names. So if it's a thing where, we're not seeing Carlos, we're not seeing Sinner, especially after what they did during,
slams,
at the slams. It's going to be a lot, but yeah, we'll see. But either way, I don't blame them. Even me, I'm tired. You know how after Wimbledon, I didn't even want to see the word tennis. Like, I was like, I'm not doing this, bro. Like, I was chilling. But do you know what's funny? I had nothing to do.
Really?
It made me realize tennis really is taking over my life like crazy. Like, I was itching. I was like, bro, do I have to edit? Because I forced myself to not do anything. Because I could have done a TikTok. I know. I could have done a TikTok, but I was literally itching myself. And I was even on my Instagram and I was like, does anyone need some help with editing or something? Because I am, like, I don't know what I'm doing right now. I finished work and I was just there, like, no matches, no nothing. So, yeah, at the same time, I get it. But yeah, we'll see. In terms of the next tennis news, big news, which I think a lot of tennis fans I know they were happy about this, which is Naomi Osaka and Patrick Mouratoglou parting ways. It was looking amicable. Like, it looks like it was a nice thing. Lots of celebration from the fans saying that, yeah, great, blah, blah, blah.
I don't really understand.
I don't understand it either. No. Thank you. I think we are like one of the very few who are like, I don't think Patrick is that much of a bad coach that people make it seem.
I'm surprised. Like, it wasn't even a year. Like, it was under a year, like, in terms of how long they were working together. And I think people get things kind of twisted with Osaka. Of course, yeah, she's a 4-time Grand Slam champion. She has high expectations, like, for herself. And I think obviously the fans do as well. Mm-hmm. But, like, we need to realise as well, like, this year hasn't been that bad. And really if you think about it as well, her first tournament back was Auckland. Mm-hmm. She got to the final. Mm-hmm. Don't forget, she literally won that first set and then had to retire injured. Yeah. So just imagine if she'd won that tournament. Like, the kind of psychological, basically mental effect that would have had on her, like, for the rest of the season. True. So I think people tend to forget that as well. It was Clara Townsend that won that final via Osaka's retirement. But I really do feel like if Osaka did win that title, it would have been a completely different season in terms of how people view her year so far.
That's a very good point.
And she's had a decent year, I think, overall. She's had a decent year, yeah, I
agree.
Regardless of Auckland, like, the slam, she's performed pretty well. Like,
she won a clay title.
Won exactly the 1-2-5 before the French. Like,
and she's given us some great matches as well.
Had a tough draw at the French Open as well.
Tough draws, yeah. Like,
Wimbledon was third round.
Yep.
Played some good matches there. Mm-hmm. Like, she's playing well. So for me, this split, it came as a surprise. Like, it has shocked me. Yeah, definitely. Do
you know what? I think for me, I just feel like, actually I'm going to cover that later, but I just feel like the reason why I wasn't too bothered by it is because I don't think Osaka has an issue with the type of coach that she has. And also, I think people are forgetting that when she announced that she was going to work with Patrick, she also had some concerns that we had, because she literally said, I did not know if it was a thing where you were a good coach just because you were Serena, or you're actually an actual good coach. And she worked with him and figured out, actually, you know what? You are a good coach. Yeah. So I think like people tend to forget that as well. But most importantly, I think people underestimate how much Patrick has actually probably helped her to where she is. For example, that clay season window, that training block that they did, I think that really helped her. I think he really tried to push her to bring in more varieties to her game. And I don't think it's necessarily just a Patrick thing. I think it's also more like an Osaka thing. I think she needs more of a coach that can help her a lot more, like, mentally as well. And I think Patrick could do as much as he could, because I think he's someone that covers the mental a lot. So even when Serena had her first child, Olympia, he was, publicly anyways, he was the first to say, listen, you see how tennis was your life before? Like, it's not like that anymore now that you have a child. Like, he was saying it very public, very out loud and stuff. And I think maybe Osaka needed that type of, not toughness, but like just reality check of what things are. Or like, you know, you have Gabriel Diallo, for instance, when I interviewed him at the HSBC Championship and I asked him about his relationship with his coach, he touched on how like his coach helps him a lot, and it's like mentally and stuff, because even on and off court, because he has a bachelor degree in psychology. That is the type of thing I feel like Osaka like needs. But because I feel like in terms of a game, is there like, look how look how she's losing the matches. It's not like she's losing the matches, she's playing bad because of a tactical type of thing.
She's like not being able to close out.
She's not being able to close out, and then we're dealing with errors as well. Because yes, there's some people that say, oh, she needs to change up her game a little. I don't disagree with that, but the girls are still not, they're still scrambling with her. They're still, you know, if she was able to close the matches earlier, she would have won a lot of these matches. She would have gone further in some of these tournaments. So that's why I'm not too like, I think her partnership with Patrick helped a lot with what she's doing now. And maybe she needs more for like next step. But this whole thing on Patrick is just so interesting. But funny enough, right before we actually started recording,
big news.
It was then announced that she is actually working with former coach of Iga Swiatek, Tomasz Wiktorowski. Am I?
Wiktorowski.
Yep. You see how I messed that up? Exactly. But yeah. How do you feel about that? It's a trial, by the way. It's actually a trial.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure.
You're not sure about it?
Sure. I joked to you and said, "Oh, does he even speak English?" Because I've never heard him speak. Like, so
maybe that's what he needs. I mean, maybe that's why the fans would be happy because the fans always say Patrick talks too much.
I mean that with the greatest respect.
Of course, yeah.
I just find it a bit of an odd call.
I just find it funny that they switch coaches.
This is the thing. Like, it's weird. I find it weird. But I mean, who am I?
We'll see.
Like, and this is the thing. It's a trial as well.
It is a trial.
It's not like a confirmed appointment.
Mm-hmm.
But it's interesting. I'm very intrigued. I'll say that.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But speaking of coaches, because when she announced that she's no longer working with Patrick, a lot of people were saying, yeah, she should go with
Goran Ivanisevic. I don't know if that was really. Well, people are being for real. Or if that was
no, some people were actually being for real. Some people were actually being for real. But what's funny about that is that he also got fired working with Tsitsipas. And I actually wanted us to cover this a little bit because I feel, this was the point I was trying to make earlier. I feel like fans like to pick and choose when it's a coach thing and when it's not.
That's a good point.
Because the thing is with Goran, the reason why he got rid of from Tsitsipas is because of his comments that he made about Stefanos publicly. And then it made me wonder, which I'm going to ask you, do you feel like tennis coaches should be as vocal and visible like in the sport? So you have people who have issue with Patrick being, you know, very vocal about the sport on his socials and so on. And then you have people who were upset, rightfully so. I'm not going to lie. Some of these comments were a bit mad from Goran, the way he was talking about Tsitsipas. And you know what's mad? I don't feel like what he said was even...
And he even said himself that he said everything he said.
He said, I said what I said.
Yeah, he actually said he said it to Stefanos.
But that's what I'm saying. He should have kept it there. I feel like those comments are something that you say to him privately or in your group chat with your boys. You don't say it publicly like that. But anyways, but back to my question. Do you feel like tennis coaches should be more like quiet and reserved? We don't hear them or see them.
It's a good question.
Or do you feel like they should be a little bit more like Patrick or Goran, where you hear a little bit more like them, or even, what's his name? Coco's old coach. Remind me again.
Brad Gilbert.
Brad Gilbert.
And that's what I'm saying. We've spoken about this before in the past. And for me, there's like a fine line. So you do have a lot of coaches like Patrick. Who else is there actually that I can... Darren Cahill as well. He's also so why I mentioned those two specifically, they work with like TV broadcasters like during major tournaments. So it's like they have like a media commitment to also fulfill during a tournament. So like I feel a bit weird about that because it's like, where's your focus? Like you're being paid by the player to like coach them and like kind of be there for them, but yet you're also having this gig on the side, like this media gig where you're kind of giving your opinions and thoughts, which is great. Like, and I love insight from inside. Like, I feel that's very important. But I do feel like if you're employed by a player, you kind of need to respect that.
You need to. And like, so do you feel like if they're employed, they should turn down?
Pretty much, yeah, I do, and you can say, oh, that's harsh, like, that's just how I feel.
But aside of like the media stuff, like let's say if they're doing an interview, or let's say like with Patrick that does the social media stuff. To be fair, I want to exclude Patrick a little bit because I think people forget that he's still a business guy at the end of the day, which is fine.
That Mouratoglou Academy, you see that everywhere. Everyone's wearing Mouratoglou merch.
I mean, even beside, like, I think people forget at the end of the day, there's a lot of these, like, some people might cook me for this, but we even need to credit him for Coco being such a great clay player. Like she was training with him. She was training at his camp. She fell in love with the surface because of where it was. So it's not like, whatnot.
For a long time, like Coco's dad would rock the cap.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So in general, do you think that coaches should just be shut up and just train the player?
Seen and not heard.
Yeah. Yes.
No, because do you know who I'm going to mention now? So I'm going to mention Brian Shelton. Shouts out to Brian. So I love Brian Shelton because, yes, of course, he's black. Ben Shelton is also a top player. Right now, Ben Shelton is number 7 in the world.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Like, that is incredible.
It's crazy.
And again,
I want to go to the ATP finals, but I'm going to need ATP to reduce them ticket prices.
Listen,
please.
we're going to figure something out. But why I mentioned Brian, so during I think it was during Wimbledon, it was French? I think it was during the French Open.
Was it Wimbledon French?
It was during the French Open.
And he had the earpiece.
Exactly. So what he was doing, he was feeding back to the studio. But it was about Ben's match. Like, and for me, that is the kind of insight we need more in tennis. And like, people have this kind of umming and ahhing about, like on-court coaching, is it good for the sport? Is it bad? Like, I like to see the interaction between the player and coach. And I feel like that's also gives the viewer a different look as well.
Exactly.
And it just makes the sport kind of, I don't know, which
is exactly what Brian Shelton said.
And this is what I'm saying.
He was really down to do it.
So I have no issue with like a Brian Shelton kind of going about the business the way he does in terms of giving the insight, but then there's also obviously his main priority and focus is Ben, his son, because that's who he's coaching.
Yeah.
But I feel like specifically now with Tsitsipas and Ivanisevic, that probably could have been handled a bit better by Goran.
No, it definitely.
Like, and also too, I mean, Stefanos, he has there's a split opinion, in terms of how people feel about him as well.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
It's a tricky one. I'm on the fence.
You're on the fence
as usual.
I feel like coaches should be able to be as vocal, as visible. Because it goes back to what I was saying earlier. People like to pick and choose when they want to talk about the coaches and seeing that, the coach this, the coach that. And then one woman, they're like, shut up. No, it is part of like, coaching at the end of the day is part of the 100%. Tennis. As much as they are on the court by themselves and they're sorting things out by themselves, they're playing, there's only one and another player, they still into it.
The only thing I'm going to, and it's my last bit on it, I want to see more women coaches. I feel there aren't enough women coaches.
Of course.
And of course, there aren't enough black coaches. I mean, both male and female.
Yeah.
I want to see more of that. And the sooner we do, the better.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But I think that's why I think that's why it's important to have a little bit more appreciation to like the coaches and stuff. Like, I don't know, like have like a coach series. Like, I feel like you can learn so much about a player. You can learn so much about a specific match through the coach, because
definitely.
they are the one at the end of the day, for example, that's going to do more of the research, that's analysing your match, that's telling you what you need to improve or not to improve on. So I feel like saying that, they're too busy doing interviews, they're too busy yapping and da-da-da-da. Who else knows the player better than their coach?
Yeah, no, it's true.
They literally, and a player relationship coach is like this. They're together all the time because whatever's even happening off court is also affecting their game. So that's why I'm glad that I think we need to, I feel like in other sports, coaches and trainers and managers are appreciated more. And I feel like in tennis, it's only when like they're winning or something, that's when everyone is like, oh yeah, this coach or that coach. It's like, it goes back to my pick and choose thing. But I feel like it's something that we need to appreciate more and include more into the game. And that's why I'm personally here for the on-coaching. Because when the on-coaching someone can coach. Did I say this during Wimbledon? Oh, I can't remember. I think it was during Wimbledon.
On-court coaching?
Yeah, I think someone said, which match was I watching? Oh, I'm annoyed now. I remember there was a match that I was watching, and I think it was an Osaka match. I remember she was playing against an Australian player. I can't remember her name right. And her coach literally said, I think she asked her to serve a specific way or something like that. And she did it, but it didn't work out. And in my head, I'm thinking, see, this is what I'm saying. You can't pick and choose when they're doing the on coaching, they're helping each other, like blah, blah, blah. Like, come on. But either way, shout out to all the tennis coaches out there, the good ones. And yeah,
Real.
good luck to Osaka for doing her trial, and good luck to Tsitsipas, who's hopefully going to find.
I think he's gone back to his dad. I think.
Yeah, I think he's gone back to, because even Thingy was like, yeah, I think his dad is the only one that can really handle him. So yeah, we'll see. Hi guys, this is just a quick break. If you are enjoying our show and our podcast, please make sure to leave a review and rate our show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or any other DSPs. This will help us to reach a wider audience just like you and get a lot more listeners so we can keep on building our community and give you these great podcasts as well.
And if you're watching on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe.
And as you can see here, our beautiful merch. Make sure you go on Black Spin Global Podcast to cop our merch. This actually helps us fund this platform to keep on giving you these podcasts and most importantly, to attend to the tournaments. And now we'll head back to the show. Thank you again for listening and tuning in. But let's go back. I know right now it's about, Canada and stuff, but we did have the blackest tournament according to Hailey Baptiste. Nah, I'm not gonna lie, Eugene, next year we need to go Citi Open.
100%. Listen,
We actually need to
I've
go
already
Citi
told you
Open.
how I feel about Citi Open, man.
We need to go Citi Open. We have we have no business not being at the blackest tournament
Just
of the tour.
The turnaround is going to be insane for us, but
We need to find a way.
Like,
If we need to make some cuts
I'm willing to make
for
it
us
happen.
to do it, but we need to be at Citi Open next year. So yeah, Citi Open was the first big, hardcore tournament after grass. Obviously, the biggest thing that happened was the return of Venus Williams.
Green V.
Everyone was talking about it. Everyone was excited. She played singles and doubles with Hailey Baptiste, which is so cool.
So sick. Yeah.
Her first matches, they went so well. Like, it was so nice just seeing. I was still on my break, so I was hiding from the TL.
Hiding.
Yeah, I'm just really tired. But that first match, yeah.
Peyton Stearns. Crazy.
That first match, it literally just reminded me why there's Venus and then there's the rest of you guys. Like, respectfully, like, it was just nice watching a tennis match from a WTA player where there's like so many varieties, like there's so many different things. Like, for instance, you're seeing more like her lobbying more than what you're seeing in general. Like, you're not seeing her just at the baseline all the time. Like, you see, she was moving so well as well.
That's
the
what
serves.
That's what I was most impressed with, her movement.
Her movement, especially considering it's not just even her age. We also need to consider, her health as well. And her serves. I've been crying about people's serves this season. People only talking about the WTA, so I'm talking about everyone. No one is serving, bro. And when she was just on that court, I was like, bring these serves back. I miss good back-to-back serves, man. It was just like, I just felt like a kid again. It was just so nice. And even with the doubles as well, what I love about the doubles matches, in both doubles matches that she played, because she lost the second round, unfortunately.
To the eventual champs.
To the eventual champs, exactly. So what I loved about the doubles is that the first double match, it was obviously her and Hailey, and then it was against Clevin Ngunu and Bouchard.
Eugenie Bouchard,
Yeah, and then the second round was with Taylor Townsend and remind me again? Zhang
Shuai.
Yeah. Who won as well? We'll talk about that later. So it was nice, the fact that, there was like a lot of like black women on the court, and it was a Citi Open.
Mad ethnic right now.
Shout out to Martin Luther King.
Especially that second round was mad ethnic.
Mad ethnic right now.
No, it was a beautiful sight. No, for real.
It was so nice.
I say the stadium. It was on the second show court.
Yeah.
So it was on the main stadium, that one.
Exactly.
It was packed out.
It was packed. So come to find out, because a lot of us were like, why in the world is Venus Williams not on like the stadium for the doubles? And apparently it was more like a broadcast coverage thing.
Yeah.
So they didn't have the rights to get like doubles matches on the stadium. So that's why it wasn't small. But I'm glad, because it meant more people could actually watch it.
Yeah.
And this is for you people that were yapping and chatting crap. Why is Venus Williams playing? Why are they giving a wild card to Venus Williams? Because tickets were sold out. Literally, after the announcement that she got the wild card, what was the next post? Tickets sold out. It's Venus bloody Williams. If you do not care about seeing Venus Williams, that's you. But people will go out there and watch her, even if she's 60 on a wheelchair and she can't, like, do you get what I mean? Like, people will literally go and watch her.
It's actually mad.
Yeah.
So she's the oldest woman since Martina Navratilova in 2004 to win a match
to win a
on the
match.
WTA Tour.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I love what Osaka said actually after her, I think it was her first round or second round match. She said, like, I know people always going about the age, like, obviously it's great, but like that's not the biggest thing in terms of like just how amazing like
she is
exactly as a player and like what she's accomplished in the game, and to still see her still around and like still hungry to play as well.
And you know what, on that, I'm not gonna lie to you, I think Venus did a little, because I think she had a question from someone in the press. This is just me, in my opinion. I'm not saying it's true, yeah. I think she had a little questions, about like women's right and everything, blah, blah, blah. And then she was emphasizing a lot on it. And I was like, I think you're a little bit tired of these little kids, and I don't blame her. I'm not going to lie. I said it before on the pod. I don't think it's up to every single woman to be like, I'm here for women's right and da-da-da-da.
Be the voice.
Be the voice. But when you are constantly downplaying it and saying it out loud and saying that you don't care, when people are still struggling, when there's still not equality in the sport, where you have the woman who fought for it still alive. BJK is still out here. Right? BJK could actually just be chilling, enjoying her retirement and doing nothing. She's still out here up and down. Venus is still out here up and down. She is the reason why you can out here get mad money and you're saying, I don't care. So I'm really glad that she keeps on emphasizing the importance of that, because these Gen Z kids, them TikToks are out here just frying you guys' brain. But shout out to Venus.
Not all though.
Not all, because
they're in tune.
They're in tune. Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, it's been kind of disappointing, especially as a woman. It's been disappointing seeing some of the stuff. But a massive shout out to Venus. She will return for Cincinnati. She got a wild card there as well, so we should be seeing her soon. Taylor Townsend. Number one.
There's so many songs that the number one is like a lyric, but I'll say it for another time. But yeah, it's an incredible achievement. She also won the title as well. She had such a great run in DC. And what I love is also in singles as well. She did lose to Leylah Fernandez. I knew this one would be tricky because obviously they've played doubles together. Again, champion.
Exactly. And she's probably very familiar with how Taylor moves. Aside from that, I think Taylor, I actually said it to her coach John, shout out to you guys as well. Well done, team. I said it to him during Wimbledon. I said, you know what? Taylor's serve have improved so much. He's like, oh, thank you, Lucy. It's improved so much, because even that Wimbledon match that I watched of hers, literally they were able to break back and secure that match because she was serving so well. So not only is she just going up in the rankings and doubles, she's actually becoming a better player. You've seen her more on social. Her son was there. She was a little bit more emotional as well during her speech. It's just so well deserved. And again, I think we even said it earlier this year as well. She is 100% going to be the reason why doubles will be so popular as well. Especially that you also have a lot more top players playing, especially with US Open coming up with the mixed doubles thing. But I feel like doubles in general, the past year, you go to any doubles match of Taylor Townsend, it's packed. It is packed. So she's bringing in the fans. She's getting better. She's getting those rankings. She's getting the titles. I'm so happy for her, man. Honestly, it's been such a great run at DC. She's also going to be in Canada, so we'll be watching her there. Other highlights?
There were a few.
So, obviously, we had Mboko, our girl, Victoria Mboko. Her first set, she was playing against Potapova, and she won that in straight sets. Oh my gosh. That was an incredible match, especially that first set. The second set, it nearly got tight. It could have gone into a third set, but she pushed through. She was super dominant throughout. And she received a wild card, right, to go to Citi Open. Yeah, she received a wild card for Citi Open. Obviously, the next round she lost to Rebecca Nah, who I thought was actually going to win the thingy afterwards, because she was playing really well as well.
Taken out in the semi-finals in the end.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, and that was even a very tight match. It went into 3 sets. Leylah was down. She really fought to get there. even though we mentioned Layla, I do want to give her a shout out. We were so close. Someone on TikTok, shout out to him, it's called Samir. He makes like tennis TikTok. I think both Layla and Emma were like one match away from probably meeting. I think that could have been like our final.
Semi-finals,
they're both in semi-final. And Haley, she said he was like, rig it so we can have both of them in the final. And I'm not gonna lie, it would have been so sick, especially that, you know, the last time we watched them play was during the US Open. So I feel like it was a nice story seeing how they both made it so far at the same tournament.
Yeah, exactly.
So a massive shout out to Emma, massive shout out to Layla as well. That was her biggest title win since then as well. So yeah, massive shout out to the ladies. In terms of the fellas, Ben Shelton was just facing our guys. Speaking of rigged. He first had Gabriel Diallo for the fourth round, won that in straight sets. Then same with Frances Tiafoe as well in the quarterfinals, which was a great match as well.
Diallo was second.
Was second round?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. That's my bad. Sorry. But yeah, so he faced Gabriel Diallo and then he also faced Frances Tiafoe as well. He was playing really well. Like the serves, like the first set of his match against Diallo, he literally had like 100% first serves win. He was serving like crazy.
Didn't face any break points as well.
Didn't face any, like he was just breezing through. And after that, I was like, oh yeah, okay. After his match against Frances Tiafoe, which everyone was excited about and everything.
It delivered too.
It delivered. That, especially that first set, it was really, really good. I had a feeling Shelton was going to win that match, mainly because of how he was playing the other matches. I was like,
before that match, I had Tiafoe.
Really?
Yeah,
I had Shelton.
I had Tiafoe. I felt really good about Tiafoe this year in Washington, just because it's like
it's home and everything.
It's meant he will win Washington one day. Like,
100%. But me was basically based on the way Shelton was performing. I was like, okay, yeah, it's gonna be tight for Francis to break him, which kind of what happened. But
he to be fair to Tiafoe though, he was the first player up until that point anyway to break his serve.
Yeah. Exactly. See?
Basically been broken.
Exactly.
Tiafoe did serve for the first set as well. Tough.
Mm-hmm.
But then, the way Shelton locked in, I was wow.
Which is why I was really surprised the next round.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I was really, really surprised. Like, because after he beat Francis, I was like, okay, yeah, this title. Like we were saying, yeah, we're not going to pod on Sunday. Shelton's going to back this.
Championship.
And I was just like, wait, hold on. Obviously, credits to Fekina.
Alejandro. And what a final that was as well. Lucy, wow.
Wait, so what happened? Okay.
Heartbreak.
What happened in the finals?
So
I missed it.
He lost to Alex de Minaur.
Yeah.
But he had I want to say at least 4 match points.
Really? Because I kept seeing videos of him crying and stuff. For what? Did he injured or?
He's yet to win he's yet to win an ATP Tour title.
Fekina doesn't have an ATP Tour title?
Nope. But he is now in the top 20 off the back of this run.
Yes, I saw that.
But de Minaur though, boy, guy is cold-blooded, man. He is cold-blooded.
Shoot.
And he, at the end, he did the Cole Palmer celebration in Chelsea. Cole Palmer, Chelsea footballer. But it was literally that. It was literally ice in his veins. Like the amount of match points he saved.
Oh, wow.
I think at one point in the third set, I'm pretty sure Fekina was up 5-2.
Mm-hmm.
De Minaur just, basically came back, took it to a tiebreak. In that tiebreak, I'm sure Fekina had match points again.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, de Minaur just stayed tough.
And
then just literally took it. He literally stole that title from Fekina.
Wow. Okay, now it makes sense.
It was a robbery.
Now it makes sense.
He even said it himself. He goes, I did not deserve to win that. That was literally, I stole this match from you.
Oh wow. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, shouts out to
shout out to them. But yeah, Citi Open was just great. There was I just really liked the vibe. I feel like it was such a great way to start the hard court season.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So it was nice to just see everything. The vibe was great. There was a lot of content from Black people. I made a TikTok talking about how I think what I love the most about the fact that Citi Open is considered as the Blackest tournament is the fact that Arthur Ashe wanted to start a tournament there for that reason, to get Black people into it. So the fact that since 1969, in 2025 and it's still the case and that has not changed. It's honestly so incredible. Like, I feel that's the thing that I love the most about it. So
also need to mention as well, I think we mentioned it in the post, but I think it's important to say it here in the pod. Taylor, she won the doubles title last year as well. So she defended.
She defended the title.
She won it last year with Asia Mohammed.
Oh, yes.
And they were top seeds then.
Yeah.
This year she was second seed with Zhang Shuai.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, again, to defend the title.
And we've said it before, one thing about Taylor is that it doesn't matter who she's partnered with, she will...
First time pairing as well. It's the first time they played together. Again, that's very significant.
Yeah, yeah.
And the final was against Caroline Dollarhide and Sophia Kenin. 6-1, 6-1.
Yeah.
See, it was a beatdown.
Yeah.
So she's such a good doubles player.
She really is. She really is.
So good.
Yeah.
And she deserves to be world number one.
100%.
And she's also the first mother in history to be crowned world number one, in the WTA tour, which is, again, it's massive.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Taylor. Shout out to Coach John. And shout out to Citi Open. Next year, if I'm not in DC, I'm not a real one. I'm not a real one, for real. But yeah, to close, obviously, as we said, National Bank Open. In terms of the women, we have Coco, Keys, Paolini, Baptiste. Baptiste actually already played her first round.
Whitney Osigwe.
Can we talk about how Baptiste is always facing a black player?
Stop it.
No. Let's have a discussion. What is going on, bro?
Wound up. Stop it.
What? No, let's actually be serious.
I stayed up for that as well. Because I started work early this morning, so I couldn't watch the whole match.
I couldn't.
But I did stay up for a bit of the first set, and she was down I think 5-1, 5-2 in the first set.
Who?
Baptiste.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Osigwe broke
Okay.
her twice.
Oh wow. Okay.
But Baptiste, she just locked in, and obviously there's a massive disparity in the ranking. I think Baptiste is 50 in the world right now.
Yeah, she's in top 50
Osigwe
now.
is I think 140, 150.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously a massive gap in the rankings.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was obviously they're good friends as well.
Yeah.
I feel that also played into the match.
Of
in
course,
terms of the
of course.
psychology of that.
Yeah.
And what that brings. But massive credit to Baptiste though for
I didn't know that.
putting out the win.
Even the match, I think initially it was meant to be midnight. And even pushed, I think, to 1. And I was like, I'm definitely missing this. But yeah, so she already plays. She's, guess who she's facing next? Rebecca now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Rebecca now. But we're going to push this through.
I feel that's going to be a close match.
I think it's going to be because she's more rested than Rebecca right now. But I think it's going to be a fire match. As long as she just go in relaxed, because the Kenin match, because she played against Kenin at the Citi Open. And I thought it would be a longer match.
Same,
they were toughened, but I thought it would go into three sets. So I'm hoping Rebecca in a match will be like that, where it's like, all right, cool, we're ready for war. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Obviously, Victoria Mboko, wild cards, plays for Canada. Naomi Osaka, who...
She won, actually, Mboko. She's already won a round.
Oh, she already won a round?
First round.
Oh, okay.
On Sunday.
Okay, nice. Okay, cool. Osaka should be playing as we are recording, or I think it's been pushed. But yeah, by the time this is out, we'll see if she wins her first match or not. And then you have Shelton, Frances. Ladies and gentlemen, Arthur Fils is back. I don't think you understand how much I actually missed him. When doing Wimbledon, I was like, nah, man, this Wimbledon, where is he? Where is my guy?
I'm glad he's taken
he needed it anyways.
Good time to hopefully recover.
Yeah. I hope he's good.
But I also don't want to put too much weight on him.
No.
Do you get me?
I'm not expecting anything right now. I'm just happy that he's back. I've said it so many times. I think Arthur Fils is great for the sport.
100%.
And he is deeply missed. The fans are missing him. I genuinely cannot wait to watch him. But I really hope that as long as he's healthy, I'm happy. Obviously, Felix, Auger-Aliassime, Diallo as well.
Home favourites.
Yes. And Giovanni, who also already won his first match. He has Holger Rune next.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting. I think they've played against each other, haven't they?
Don't know.
I'm pretty sure they did. But yeah, it's really wide for...
Rune actually pulled out of Washington injured. I'm pretty sure he withdrew from his match.
Okay, cool.
So I'm not sure if he's probably still carrying a knock, maybe.
Well, we'll see. Obviously, the top seed, the top players, Sinner and Alcaraz are not in, so it's open for the guys to secure an 1,000 title. So yeah, it's going to be interesting.
I like that a lot.
Do you have any? I know we don't really do this for the smaller tournament, but do you have any predictions?
Should also mention Gael Monfils actually. So he lost to Chilean.
And then he said that he's
qualifier,
and says he's not going to play again in Toronto.
Well, this is the thing. So I don't know if he's actually confirmed that, but after the match, he like touched the court and like.
No, he said it during his press conference.
He said it.
Yeah, he actually said it during a press conference.
Well, I guess that's that then.
That's that then. What does that mean?
Because don't forget, they alternate the years, so he might retire like next year, not necessarily this year. You get it? So he might. So Montreal might be his last Canadian Open.
We'll see. Hey, taking care of kids ain't cheap, so I don't blame him still being on tour.
It was a gutting match as well that he lost because it was a 3-setter. He had match points in that as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so it was a tough one to kind of swallow. But
okay, fairs.
Listen, man, it's Gael Monfils, bro.
It's Gael Monfils. It's fine. I'm not mad at him still being around. Prediction? No. Do you have
men
any?
And women?
Yeah, I don't really. I'm not gonna lie. I have no one. I don't know. I do not know.
I'm gonna say Diallo is gonna go on a run in Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I'm giving you. I can't give you a woman.
At least you're giving something. I just put you on the spot. I have no idea, bro. I have no idea, but it's cool. We're gonna see how it goes. I think that's it.
I like that, Lucy. Nice, quick.
Quick and efficient, man.
Yeah, but a lot of info.
Definitely.
So shouts out to you.
We will be back for when are we gonna be back?
Tell me.
We'll be back.
Cincy?
Cincy is next. Cincy is next.
Probably post Cincy then.
No, post Cincy is too far.
Really?
The people need us.
So what, can hit them with a pre-Cincy pod?
Actually, do you know what's so funny is that Cincy is like next week.
And that's what I'm saying.
Rotted. Well, we'll see how it goes. Because the things with us is where it depends who wins, you know.
True.
If it's a black person winning, we back early and we're going to celebrate.
Emergency pod weekend.
Emergency pod weekend, exactly. Am I out this weekend? Oh, yes, I am.
Priorities, Lucy. Come on.
My priorities is shaking some ass. All right, guys. We are out. Please make sure that you tune in on our socials for all the daily posts and to know any updates of the matches. Thank you so much for tuning in. And a massive, massive thank you again for the 1,000 subscribers. Thank you as well for the people leaving comments on our videos and rating. Guys, thank you for those who rated, but please continue to do so on all platforms and we shall catch you guys soon.